Since we started recording temperatures around the world, sometime in the latter half of the 1800s, the world has by and large been getting warmer. And 2016 will go down as one of the warmest years on record. Maybe not the warmest, but certainly very, very close. Interestingly enough, also, the late summer Arctic ice was extremely low. There was a lot of open water up there this year, and that has had some impacts, I think, on our weather this fall and winter season so far. But I want to talk about this just a little bit, because climate change is not evenly distributed. And let me show you an example of that. This is a graph showing globally averaged world temperatures generally rising since about the 1880s up through about today. So over the last 130 years or so, this is we've actually seen a rise of approximately 1 degree Fahrenheit, which means that compared to the 1880s, roughly globally averaged every day is about 1 year on average warmer than it would have been 130 years ago. But look at this. This is NASA's estimate of Arctic temperatures. Up in the high Arctic, up around the pole, the temperature rise over the same period, the last 130 years, is about 5 or 6 degrees, meaning each day is about 5 or 6 degrees warmer. That's phenomenal, and that does have an impact on our weather. It shows why we're seeing so much ice melting, and some of that may be related to the cold air outbreak we had last weekend, and it may have been impacting our weather and helping our weather be so much more warm over the last couple of years. Big snowstorm and weather system in the northern plains this weekend. That will gradually be moving up into Canada, and the weather systems will settle down across the nation this week. There will be a fairly big rain system across the south later on in the week, and after a warm spell, rains will come back to the Pacific Northwest by the end of the week, and some of this rain in the east will have some snow on its northern edge. As we go into the temperature patterns, we're cool but not really frigid in the wake of this storm. The cold air, the really frigid stuff, is going to stay mostly up in southern Canada, though we will have some cold weather. But for late December, early January, nothing really unusually cold in the northern plains. As we look at precipitation moving into the second week, I don't think there'll be a lot except down across the south. There will be several rain systems there. California will finally get another round of significant rain this week, and it looks like maybe late in that first week of January, a big weather system may move up the east coast with some snow on the northern side of it. The little intrusions of Arctic air into the northern plains are not expected to last long, and overall the weather will be cool to average, but not as frigid as it was last weekend. Otherwise, only fairly little snow systems through the northern plains and upper Midwest for once we get past the Christmas weekend. And I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and hope that the weather next year is better even than it was this year.